By American standards for a Western community, Altadena is old. It was founded primarily by Eastern families that made their fortunes in the 1800s. My house was built by J. W. Clyes. He made his fortune by arriving in Seattle soon after it suffered a great fire, and established a real estate empire that still exists. He had 1255 built after his wife Anna became ill. We had grown complacent about the fires in the hills. If you lived in Altadena for a while, you got used to them. There had been other serious fires. The station fire comes to mind. But they always stayed on the mountain. We would watch them burn with a sort of detachment. The fires never came off the hills as far as Altadena Drive. Not even close. That complacency created a sort of bravado. During the station fire, I posted up on the roof of 1255 with a garden hose and sprayed it with water. I was confident I could spot fight anything that hit the roof and caught fire. I was a regular junior fireman. On the night of the Eaton Fire, I made similar plans. I gathered up my hose from the front yard, where I saw my neighbor packing his dogs for departure. He was new to the neighborhood, moving in after a long-time resident built on what had been the vacant lot we played in as children. He asked me about my plans. I told him the fires just burned on the mountain. When they were really bad, they might go to La Vina on the west side of town. But never would they come off the mountain to Altadena Drive. He smiled at me, said, "No kidding," then continued putting his things in his car. I shrugged and went back into the house. When I got there, Sweetie was in the midst of an operation to get our things out. We had planned massive remodeling. We were prepared to put our belongings into plastic containers with handles to fight the dust and dreck of the impending work. She had gone into overtime placing shoes, clothes, and everything she planned to take with us into them. I complained about it. I said, "Sweetie, we're just going to have to unpack all this stuff." I was thinking I was going to have to unpack it. She paid me no mind and strongly suggested I begin doing the same. Then she said something I will always remember. She told me we were never coming back to this house. Then the wind changed gears, from second at 40 miles per hour to third at 60 and still pulling hard. Clyes was a horticulturist. Our yard was full of majestic and interesting trees, and none of them enjoyed nearly hurricane-force winds. 1255 didn't either. It had sleeping porches with windows that would blow open. When a few did, I began to batten down the hatches. When I heard one go bang on the eastern side, I started there and looked out to see if I could see the fire. I could. It erupted over the hill behind 1255 with flames the size of a cruise ship. I called Sweetie over. She noted the progress. We took some pictures. And then everything changed.